My story, I guess, probably starts in August of 2017. I'm an avid golfer and I noticed some pain in my chest when I was golfing. I just kind of kept playing and it'd go away after 10 or 15 minutes. That went on for probably 3 or 4 weeks. Early September, the pains lasted for about an hour and a half, and I thought to myself, I might need to run myself to the emergency room. So my wife was asleep and I went ahead and drove myself to the emergency room thinking, it's probably just gas or something and I'll be home before she wakes up. They ran some tests and decided they wanted to keep me overnight and run some more tests. And they found 4 blockages. They talked about that it would be better to do a quadruple bypass instead of a stent, because I had a stent put in when I was 40, and September 28th went in and had my surgery. I was pretty, scared going in, and then I just realized it was time to go ahead and start the recovery. And on Sunday, I had surgery on Saturday. I went ahead and took some first steps. They're in the ICU. And the nurses were like, you just got to get started. And we didn't walk very far, and they helped, but I knew right then it was time to get going on the recovery so I could get back to a healthy life. I used to smoke 2.5 packs a day. I used to eat fried foods twice a day. Being a salesman, I was always in my car. Sodas 4 or 5 times a day, candy bars, just unhealthy eating. I haven't worked out in a gym since, early 20s when I was in the military. 3 days a week I do cardio rehab. The other 2 days I go to the local YMCA here in Ashland. And that's definitely something that I'm going to continue to do. People don't even hardly recognize me now because I've lost 40 pounds. I'm wearing clothes that I wore when I was in high school, which was 27, 28 years ago. I haven't started work yet. I go back to work February 1st. So that's going to be a tough chore not to go to those fast food places, like I used to. So, I'll just make a lunch, continue to eat healthy, and hopefully live another 40, 50 years. I would do differently. I would never have started smoking, first of all. But as a 19-year-old kid and you're in Desert Storm and you're a little nervous, you're not sure if you're going to make it home. And when they offered, hey, we got free cigarettes, anybody want any? We're like, yeah, I'll take some. I never thought at 46 years old that I would have a heart surgery. You always think about that's people that are 60 and 70 and 80 years old, not 46. As a heart patient survivor now, I know that, I've changed my lifestyle. I'm going to live. This whole heart surgery affected my family, I think, pretty drastically. After my surgery, when I was still in the hospital, my oldest son sent me a text. And he was like, Dad, you have to get better. You're going to have to get through this. And he said, I love you. And it was very short, but I could tell that he was scared. I have a grandbaby due in March that I'm just totally ecstatic about. What would worry me the most is if Harper had some kind of heart defect or heart condition. For those that are thinking about donating their money to the Heart Association, I would strongly recommend it. I know what it's done for me. All the money raised goes to the research just to help anyone that needs that service. Research is not cheap, so if you're willing to give, I would strongly recommend doing so.